Welcome back, everyone. This is a Hot Wheels Gasser, the 52nd anniversary one. I always wanted to do a cutaway car that shows the different levels inside these little 1/64 scale. I do like the gold on this, and the hood is already cut out, and there's a lot of lines I can follow while I'll be doing the cutting. So this is the car I chose, the Gasser. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do, like in any video, is we're going to drill out the post. And then once we have the post drill out, we'll take it apart. So this part of the car, the base and the brass and the windshield won't be touched at all. In fact, I like the brass because it shows out pretty bright, or the gold. Some guys call it gold. So we're going to start on the car, on the doors, because they're going to end up being the weakest part. And the other side door, the trunk, and of course the hood. We'll start by drilling it out. It's a cutaway version. I always wanted to do a cutaway version. So let's start with this one. So when you start any cutaway at all that you're doing, you want to use a drill bit and drill out the holes, which I've done off camera. I picked this car for a couple of reasons. I like gassers, and this car is very strong. And while you're drilling, you don't want to warp the car or bend the car. You just want to go easy at it. So that's the first part of the cutaway. I didn't file it down yet. And how you get there, I'm going to show you some of the work. But how you get there is you use a Dremel with the round head. And you have to let the tool do the work. Because if you put too much pressure, you'll either crack right through the car. I'm going to start working now on the door. So that's what I'm up to so far for my cutaway. And this takes a lot of time. This is not something that that you can rush or try to rush. It takes a lot of time. The metal, the Dremel moves very fast. But it's my first cutaway. And I like the results so far. You're not modifying the car at all. I'm not changing the shape of the car. I'm not adding anything. And I'm not sanding off any parts. I'm just opening it up. So when it's completely cut away, you can see the 4 stages of this car. And this will all be filed down in here. And this will all be filed down. So this is my cutaway so far, without any filing to make the cuts even. And I did it completely around the peg that holds the car together and the sides. The problem now is it's becoming so thin and so quick to crack. So you really have to go slow. I'm going to strip whatever paint is left on it right now, and I'll get right back to you. Well, this is the gasser I'm using as a cutaway. And you see I'm stripping the paint. It takes time. But I'll be able to file it a lot easier with all the paint off of it. So there you have it, the paint stripped off. And there's a little specks of paint here and there, but they'll come off with the steel wool. I'm into this about 4 hours in 2 different sessions. And now I'm gonna have to take the file and file everything straight because the Dremel is round and you can't get a perfectly straight line out of it. So I'm gonna show you in the next step the filing procedure. Now there's the peg that holds it together, and you see it there. It's totally cut away. The one in the front I left alone. You see it there on an angle. I might come just a little bit further back, right there for the cutaway. And the car gets weaker and weaker as you do it because you're removing all the metal. So I did a little bit on the bottom also, trying to keep the wheels on here. Bear with me. To show the bottom, I wanted to show the axle coming through. That's the bottom work. You won't see it from the side though. Okay, so I painted it white, the gasser white, and I put it back together. This is my first cutaway, and I hope you enjoy it. I left the plastic and the interior and the base completely stock. This way you could see inside the car everywhere. So I opened up the bottom of the chassis so you could see the wheels and the shaft that holds the wheels together. Then I opened up the chassis a little bit so you could see through the hole, the windshield, and the bottom of the seating. And the back is open so you could see the peg. And the roof is completely open. The 2 sides are open so you can see how it's held together. And the other 2 sides are open so you can see how it's held together. I'm going to put it on the turntable right now. And here's the 55 gasser on the turntable for you to get a better look at. It's my first cutaway. I hope you enjoy it. I plan on doing another cutaway soon. And I want to know if you guys have any good ideas. I'm looking for a car that has a lot more metal. So something like the art car has a lot more length to it. And then this truck has a lot more metal to it. And then I just took this out of the pile because it is a bigger car for a cutaway. It's I think it's a Disney car. Yeah, it's a Disney car. So leave your comments below if you think of another car that has a lot more metal to it, because I plan to do another cutaway. Let me focus in on this. Thanks so much for watching. Tomorrow night, I'll be doing my What's It Worth Wednesday. And then I'm working on another car right now, which should be ready by next week. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Leave your comments down below. If you have an idea or a car or a tank or a truck that you think of would be great as a cutaway, please let me know in the comments below. Until next time, God bless. Take care. Mike Espo.